right, are you Keyshawn Purdy?
Mhm.
And so it looks, Ms. Purdy has two cases. She's on probation and cause number 24 DCCR 1272 for the state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle. And then there is new offense
Injury to child.
and cause number 25 DCCR 1523. And we had Miss Purdy was here before and entered a plea of true to failing to perform the community service hours, but not true to all of the other allegations in that motion to revoke. And we had reset it today for sentencing. And I got that updated pre-sentence report. It's my understanding that you guys have now reached an agreement for both of the cases. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
And good morning, ma'am. Thank you for being here. Probation is here for the record.
Two cases, one already on probation, and now a new felony involving a child. That's a dangerous combination in court, because when you commit a new offense while already on probation, you're not just facing a charge, you're risking everything you were already given a second chance for.
So let's first go through the new case, and then we'll go back and make sure we've got everything done on the other. Will she waive the formal reading of the indictment?
So moved.
Ms. Purdy, in cause number 25, DCCR 1523, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of injury to a child, and that's from September 28th of 2025. How do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Kimler?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached in this case is for a 3-year deferred probation. There would be a $250 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And part of that agreement would be that your probation in the other cases continued. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
Without objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Purdy is not competent?
I've observed no evidence of her incompetence. I believe her to be competent.
Okay, thank you. I'm just, because we didn't do a pre-sentence report on that
Your Honor,
case, I think
I would ask that we
might
just
need one.
use the report from probation, the updated report in the probation case. Honestly, the review of that was part of the reason we worked this out in this manner. Your Honor, without objection. Unless you want some clarification.
Well, I guess what I want is so this updated report addresses some things about the batter's intervention and things like that, but not the fact that she was discharged from drop after not showing up. And so apparently, if there is a drug issue, I want to know how we are going to address that. Any suggestions before I make
She's
my
currently on the drug patch
okay?
because of her discharge from drop.
Have there been any positives since she's had the drug patch?
That's good.
And it looks like she was on that, but it was inconsistent for at least some time with maintaining it. Is that correct also?
Correct.
Awesome.
I was working day and night and mixing up days.
Can't mix up days when you're on felony probation,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, and I don't mean to say this flippantly at all, but I mean, if you end up
This is where the case gets real. It's not just about the crime anymore. It's about patterns, missed programs, failed compliance, drug concerns, the court isn't just asking what happened. It's asking, can this person actually follow rules this time?
Messing up again, and I go along with this now, and you mess up, your days and nights are going to be a whole lot different.
Yes,
You'll know exactly when it is because somebody else is going to tell you when to wake up. Somebody else is going to tell you when to go to bed, all those types of things. And that's not what you want. And that's not what we want for you. But you have to follow through with everything on probation. You don't get to pick and choose. You don't get to say, I got my days mixed up. It's obviously very important based on the nature of what you're charged with, based on what you're on probation for already, that we make sure that you're not using anything you're not supposed to. So then what I'm going to do in 25 DCCR 1523 is waive the pre-sentence report since we have that update and probation's here and willing to work with you. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that is there any evidence that she's not competent?
No.
Right. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made and defer all proceedings, place you on probation. Sorry, my computer just got for 3 years. Order that you pay the $250 fine. And again, follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Right now, that's to have a drug patch. And whatever probation feels like is necessary to be able to make sure that you're clean. That's going to be part of your probation. If it's the drop program, then you got to get back in it and show up when they tell you. If it's the drug patch, you have to wear it at all times, get it changed when you're supposed to, and everything like that. You understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right. So then let's go back through. Clause number 24, DCCR 1272, which is the motion to revoke probation case. And go back through those allegations and get new pleas to those allegations. Okay, so in 24 DCCR 1272, I'm going to go back through that motion. You previously entered a plea of true to count 2. So let's go back through. Again, you're on probation for the state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle. That probation was from July 22nd of 2024. It was a 3-year deferred probation. Count 1, which you previously entered a plea of not true to, alleges that you committed the new offense of injury to a child September 28th of 2025. And how is that true or not true?
True.
Okay. And then you pled true to count 2 already, which was the community service. Count 3 alleges that you're behind in your court assessed fees. Is that true or not true? They're paid up. That's okay. That's fine. So, did you enter your plea of true to count 1 freely and voluntarily?
Yes,
And because that count is actually true.
yes,
And so the agreement in this is just to continue probation. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Contingent upon the deferred.
So here's what I'm going to do, Ms. Purdy. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of true to count 1 today and count 2 previously freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow this agreement, give you this opportunity to prove that you can do everything you're supposed to. And I am going to order as a condition of this probation the same thing, that at this point you have the drug patch or whatever probation thinks is necessary to make sure you're clean. And if that means drop or JCDI or whatever, then you would be required to do that. I am going to extend your probation in this case by 1 year. And Everything else is the same. So you now have two excellent opportunities because you're on two felony probations. And I want to make sure you understand if you're back in here after us all giving you this opportunity and probation willing to work with you, it's not going to go this way again. Okay. So make sure you do everything you're supposed to. There's no reason for me to believe that you can't. You just have to make sure.
This right here is rare. 2 felony probation opportunities at the same time. Most defendants don't get this kind of leeway. But listen closely to the warning. This is it. No more resets. No more second chances after this.
Sure that you make this all a priority. It's great that you're working. We want you to be working, obviously, but you have this responsibility that is just as important. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to hand you in each of your cases the trial court certifications that shows that these were all agreed, and so you've waived any right to appeal. If y'all will sign this one and take those bottom 2 copies and give me back the top 2. Thank you for being here, ma'am. And okay. And thank y'all for looking that up.
Yes, sir. That's your copy.
There you go. All right. Good luck to you, man.
Thanks.
You tested negative, Ms. Davis, which is obviously good. So tell me again where you are on being able to hire one of those attorneys. Are you going to be able to afford one of those to talk to?
Yes, I want to say I have help with my father. It's just with the paying the bonds and stuff like
Right.
that. I have to honestly call him, and he said if I can get a bond reduction, he can be able to afford
Right.
it.
Well, we're not going to do that. But are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Well, I went to jail. I was working.
When did you get out of jail?
I'm ready to say day.
March, about March 2nd, maybe. Does that sound right? Last
Yes.
month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, as you,
But you say no to the bond reduction.
give me a minute to go back through some of this so I can remind myself.
Okay.
So you tested positive in court in January. When you tested positive in January, is that when I raised your bond?
No, that was the first time I came here.
So then you came back and
It
you
was
got the
drug
drug
patch.
patch and you were
Mhm.
testing positive on the drug patch. So I raised your bond
Yeah,
after you tested positive. in
it was
court.
the
Okay.
second.
So at this point, I'm not going to reduce your bond. If you can't afford an attorney and you've tried, then I can have you fill out the paperwork for a court-appointed attorney. But based on the fact that the history you have with testing positive here, testing positive again after I gave you that opportunity to be on the drug patch, I'm not going to reduce your bond. Do you want to fill out the paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a
Yes.
court-appointed lawyer? So you're going to fill it out. Make sure that you fill it out accurately and completely because you're going to swear under oath that it's all true, correct? And then you take a look at it. Step in front of the clerk on the end. She'll give you that paper.